Okay. So I'm in a field right now. It's part of a much bigger field. This is kind of just like a little path that leads down to this waterfall, which is through those trees over there. I'm not going to go there because we're losing light pretty quick. Um, but yeah, this is a place that it's like a mile up the road from the house where I grew up. And when I was a kid, I used to ride my bike up here all the time, and I would kind of just like run around and I would wander for hours and hours and hours, and I would come here and I would play and I would talk to myself and I would just kind of like process a lot of stuff, which is kind of what I'm doing right now, I guess. So not much has changed in some ways, and in others everything's changed. Anyway, um, so you know, I look back on this place with a strong fondness. You know, because it was like a safe place to be for me to just kind of retreat and get away from everything for a little bit. Um, but when I look back on the past, a lot of the time I came up here, I was in a lot of pain and I was upset about something, and I couldn't handle being around anyone, so I had to process it by myself. And sometimes I'd get down to the waterfall over there, and I'd sit, and I would sit in silence, and I guess I would like meditate. I just kind of sit quietly with my eyes closed and like listen to the sound of the water running. And then other times I'd go and I'd just like scream as loud as I could. And there's not many people around, as you can imagine, so it was kind of like, yeah, I could kind of do stuff like that. All the look at the goldenrod. Oh my, oh my, oh my! I love this time of year. Queen Anne's lace everywhere. Earlier, I was picking aster and goldenrod and Queen Anne's lace. So anyway, I guess that leads me into what I wanted to say. Like the gist of what I wanted to say was that nostalgia is like a fool's gold. Um, there's dragonflies everywhere. My, this is a really beautiful place. I do love this place. I wish I could just like evaporate into nothing and just like give it a hug. Um, Nostalgia is fool's gold. You can look at it; it looks pretty from a distance, but when you try to form it into anything and maybe purchase something with it, you can't. Um, it has its own value. It's just more aesthetic, I guess, at least in my opinion. I don't know if that makes any sense. Um, yeah, yeah. Breeze. Nice kind of cool breeze. Anyway, yeah. I don't know if any of that made any sense, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching and be good.